I was going to call this a voice for the voiceless. Or I was thinking about the dopamine. So I'm addicted to this vendetta between this person called econbrkfst, spelled out as Economy Breakfast on Twitter. And Econ Breakfast is this really cute person with a beard who I tried to be friends with, but it didn't work out. So I'm just going to read the incognito mode, which it appears that the tweets got unlocked or the product has been released. And I look at it as like a serialized novel, kind of like when Charles Dickens used to publish like a chapter in a magazine. So you're just waiting on the edge of your seat for like, what's the next chapter? Except it is getting kind of repetitive. So here's the pinned tweet from 52 minutes ago. And this is I think we're on the 6th of April. Can someone verify that? Okay. Hi, folks. Feel free to take a look at my threads within threads, and that's people who he doesn't block, with tremendous emphasis on the fact that I don't wish any of the people I've been tweeting about harm, as some have been claiming. Among the other lies. You can keep scrutinizing me. I'm not concerned. I'm doing okay. So I was thinking we should do it like kind of like a poetry reading because it's very poetic, this whole thing. So then there's the embedded tweet in the pinned tweet, and then it goes like this. I've been documenting Farley's lies for a reason. There's a lot he doesn't show you. I don't know why anyone's taking his word about anything on this point. At this point, why doesn't Farley Media upload any of the clips of our conversation about his mental health? I don't even insult him. And that's already kind of bothering me because what is that? That's sort of like medical privacy? Or, okay, so he's got a clip here.
There's
and
a
this,
common occurrence here.
Okay, Portland, Oregon, not confidential, sometimes called Nick Lee. So there's some kind of little shindig. And I guess the thing with the threads upon threads, basically people standing around filming stuff. So that's an April 6th, 2020 upload, but I think it's actually like an old clip. There's Lee from the pedophile active, what is it, the predator interception, the anti-pedophile catcher dude who...
There's a common occurrence here.
Okay, so anyway, it's kind of like dramatic. So these screenshots, Haley Adams, and that's Haley Adams, at hot_mess_pdx, aged well. So then she's like, you're a creep. So, okay, and that was December 10. And then it's like, Haley Adams yelled at me that I planned those attacks on those journalists 2 weeks ago. Because I was all in the videos. And then the next, we're just getting through the pinned tweet. So this is the Econ Breakfast conundrum, is this excessively interlocked threading, embedded threads in embedded threads. It's basket weaving in a Twitter format, which it is fascinating because it's got some addictive stuff going on. I don't document the harassment, threats, examples of hypocrisy, bigotry, etc. to endanger anyone ever. I've not always been perfectly kind or polite. I could make a lot of excuses here, but I'm just saying I'm working on it. I also have some boundaries, some boundaries. Okay, and then there's an embedded tweet. Sometimes from March 27th, sometimes when I'm looking for something, I end up finding something else. I want to emphasize yet again that I've never called for, promoted, or engaged in violence against any of you. I won't do so. It'd be nice if people would stop lying. See thread, and then I'm just gonna pause on that because I'm trying to get back because of the interlocked threads. Okay, I don't want to pull... way to go, Econ. I don't want to pull a tjuːःkwoʊkwi here, but I really wish the people currently scrutinizing me would take a look in the mirror or at the people around them. I'm not singling any individual out. I'm giving examples of trends. Threads within threads. Okay, now here's the embedded tweet from December 20th, 2019. Don't think I posted this bit yet. Here's Brandon Farley's reaction to Katie Weisberg and Reggie Axtell's helicopter memery, hyperbole, and satire. On Atomwaffen, it made you guys react all over the internet. It's funny trolling and you guys fell for it. He got engagement. Okay, so I'll...
So you think that the Atomwaffen stuff is funny? I think it's hyperbole. I think it's satire. Why would you meme about that if you didn't really? Because it got you to react. It made you guys react all over the internet. So you think that it's just trolling? It's just funny? Yeah. I think it's funny trolling. You guys fell for it. Do you have any comments on that, Farley? Hyperbole. So you think that the Atomwaffen stuff is funny? I think it's hyperbole. I think it's satire. Why would you meme about that if you didn't really? Because it got you to react. It made you guys react all over the internet. So you think that it's just trolling? It's just funny? Yeah. I think it's funny trolling and you guys fell for it. Do you have any comments on that, Farley? Hyperbole. So you think that the Atomwaffen stuff is funny? I think it's hyperbole. I think it's satire.
Okay, so I think that's repeating. That's looping.
Because it got you to react.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, here's one of the reasons why I've filmed all my encounters with Farley. I've never sought him out. We ran into each other while I was standing on the sidewalk filming. Legal! Exclamation point. And he lost it. He was fuming, and I didn't know if he was indeed going to reach his breaking point. And, okay, then there's an embedded tweet that doesn't seem very relevant, but oh, trust me, if I wanted to gain access to the building, I could have forced my way through those two weaklings with ease. That was today's tweet from April 6th, 2020 at 5:42, and we're at 8:12 today. So I'm going to try to cut these off because it's quite long. It's in depth. So here's the next thread. I didn't commit a crime here, but I'd absolutely go to jail over filming this and personally accept all the repercussions. Parentheses, Farley and others have emphasized many times there will be, and that they're really trying to make it happen. Stemming from this PSA. Okay. And then this goes back to December 20th, 2019, which it would be so easy if Econ would just unblock me, and I'll promise not to, like, you know, women are better not heard, or what is that, seen and not heard. I'll just try to just be really submissive to the great authority of Econ Breakfast because it's so freaking hard to deal with your you should put some thread reader apps on this to make it easier to, like, see all the tweets in a sequential row, but I don't even think that would work, actually, the way thread reader app. I don't know how it would work. It's brilliant. So here he goes. I didn't commit a crime here, but okay. So do you think this is me? Do you think this is more of a threat than Atomwaffen? And then Brandon Farley says, oh yeah, claims I've advertised to the whole world now where he lives. I didn't. He's posted his own apartment number. Part of your world from The Little Mermaid is being played from a very public sidewalk. So there's this, like, weird harassment event where they show up to his house and put, this is, okay, like, I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to take this really seriously. So it's basically, you could say it's like prankstery, but it's kind of stalkery. It's kind of like creepy. If people just show up your house and play romantic Disney music, I never tried it myself. What the heck? It's a non-consensual sort of, like, gonzo journalism. Doorstepping is what the British paparazzi call it. You doorstep someone. You wait for them to come out of their house, and then you pop a bunch of questions at them. And it's basically not very American. It's considered pretty rude. That's my assessment. Maybe it's more appropriate for a public figure or someone who is a like a politician, but then they might have more reason to have even more security concern. So I just view it as improper conduct, for which they should apologize. They should say, we're sorry for showing up to your house to be annoying, rude, and make you feel like you're going to get kicked out. And that doesn't even include like the graffiti campaign. Okay, so this is looping. The music's great though. I mean, I like that music, but just in this context, it's kind of creepy. So it would be so nice if people would watch the actual videos of what happened instead of listening to the lies of a guy who's desperately, pathetically seeking vengeance / attention, question mark, in parentheses. Again, I will personally accept all responsibility for all of this. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to take this seriously. December 20th, 2019. More of what Farley and others think is more of a threat than Atomwaffen. So for anyone who doesn't know, which I didn't, I just know it sounds German, but it's some kind of like neo-Nazi, like creepy sect or wannabe a racist group. And apparently, Brandon's story is he didn't know what it was. He referenced it because it was on a meme, and now they have World War III with him over it, and it was something to do with their bullying of Andy Ngo. Annie No, I guess that's the right way to say it. So anyway, who's Asian. So they basically accuse him of being a neo-Nazi and making kill lists for Atomwaffen. So Farley allegedly made a tweet making fun of the way they try to hyperbolically, falsely allege that people support a neo-Nazi organization. So he was making fun of them. And it's completely been misinterpreted. That's my understanding as of now, right? So maybe, Econ, you show me, with your complicated threads, why your version makes any sense. More of what Farley and others think is more of a threat, than Atomwaffen. Projecting images onto the side of a building doesn't deface it. No one complained aside from Farley. Few people even walked by. One woman came out and asked what was going on. A+++ footage here.
I actually kind of feel bad for the guy.
Okay, so here they are doing their little like creepy thing. So they're doing their like projection screen thing. I saw that like back about 2011, and I was like, okay, projection screen stuff, that's fun. Like a cool little activist trick and stuff. Oh, and then here's the infamous scissors where they threatened to cut his hair. Because they have a sort of some kind of psychological obsession with his hair. My theory is it's because it takes a lot of guts as a man to have long hair. And so your manliness is not necessitated for cutting your hair. So therefore they tease him about it and kind of stalk him, or they're like his bisexual or gay stalkers is how I take it. And it's kind of creepy. It says, fuck Farley's man bun. And there's a sticker campaign, and they have this like cameo style picture right there. Okay. This is kind of annoying, isn't it? I'd be pretty effing annoyed if they came to my house and did this. I don't know what I'd do. Oh, God. Okay, so Brandon Michael Farley. So Econ Breakfast is kind of strange because he's like admitting he did this whole like creepy stalkery event, or like coming to someone's house to basically throw a street party making fun of them on the side of the road. Okay, so Brandon Michael Farley. Okay, back to the voiceless, or voice for the voiceless, something like that. Economy Breakfast. Brandon Michael Farley at Farley Films to Farley Media, formerly of Optics Media, kept ranting about his house and lawn. Neither existed. The encounter was bizarre. I could have easily made memes of the guy afterward, tried to profit off of it. I didn't. And then there's an embedded tweet. So this kind of reminds me of when like serial killers try to keep like a memento of the people they killed. It's like you stalk someone, you film it, you treasure the film of it, then you gaslight the person you're stalking and say like your reaction was bizarre. Or like saying get off my lawn, get off my porch, get out of my parking lot, get out of my yard, get off the street, get off the curb. It doesn't really matter what you say because it's the point that you're trying to defend your space, like in a stand your ground sense. I don't know where Econ Breakfast is from, like where oh, California, actually. Yeah, so you should get with your California Republican background and like understand that other people have rights not to be effed with and annoyed. But anyway, okay, so me, I don't want to threaten people, Farley. I don't want you to threaten Binksy. I've never been threatening to you, and you've been threatening to other people. Farley, you came to my fucking house, you piece of shit. You're on my fucking lawn. I wasn't, but okay.
Lawn. You don't have a lawn. I'm sitting here on a public street. Come to my fucking house. I do not. Come to my fucking house, you piece of shit. I don't know where your house is. It's right here, bitch. How would I believe it? You're on my fucking lawn. You don't have a lawn. I'm sitting here on a public sidewalk.
Okay, so then we're moving on to the next tweet. I don't want to profit. And I'm like, what would you profit from? Like, profit from annoying someone outside their house? Okay, like, I don't know, sell a t-shirt commemorating the big event. And this was, the event was December 20th, 2019. I wasn't sure. Okay. I don't want to profit attention from any of this or for harm to come to Brandon Farley. Okay? And like there's something where someone is like excessively obsessing on you where the cumulative damage is harm. It is harmful to feel that someone is obsessing unless it's completely clear, consensual, and apparent that there is a desire for this puffed up media spectacle, which that was one of my theories, is this is some kind of consensual fake vendetta. So maybe we'll get to that. Let's see. Or anyone he's associated with. I've been warning others with evidence about a journalist's disturbing behavior. So evidently these young kids who are they're in new media. That's what the old folks call it. It's new media. You do Twitter, you have your Facebook, you have all your like cameras and your cell phones and stuff, and you do stuff on computers. You don't have to fight all day whether or not you work for the Wall Street Journal, because the Wall Street Journal is old-fashioned and more and more irrelevant every day. What you do is important, so you don't have to fight over who gets the coveted prize of journalist status or press pass or whatever. Annoys me. Okay, kids, be mature. So I've been warning others with evidence about a journalist's disturbing behavior. I'm like, who's disturbing? It's like showing, okay, so then there's this embedded tweet from the stalking day, December 20th, 2019. Me, if you respect the police, why do you lie to them? Farley says, this is not an interview for you. I should involve law enforcement, you being here. Me, what would you involve law enforcement for? No answer, says he wants to see the stunt. I'll probably never live stream. So let's see if it makes any sense when we watch it. Okay, whoops, where's this one? There's no sound. Oh, this is just, what is this, like, chasing him down the road or something? Okay, where's the sound? Are you gonna live stream? Isn't he cute? I think Brandon Farley's so cute. He looks like Irish and Scandinavian or something. I get the feeling everyone thinks he's cute, especially Econ Breakfast. Gosh, why else do you show up at his house to act like a stalker? Okay, so I'm bored. Okay, I guess I sort of joked here. I didn't insult his appearance. I didn't lie about him. If you actually want to sue me or say I'm a criminal, please do so over a joke. I will absolutely buy that summer comic book suit and wear it to court, jail, anywhere. Okay, so this is sort of a cleanup op where Econ is trying to rehabilitate his message. So that's why I'm giving this voice to the voiceless. We're transcending what we were yesterday, and that's why it's a serialization. So the newer reality is emerging. It's beautiful. Like we're growing, even from within my little blocked. Okay, I guess I sort of joked here. I didn't insult his appearance. I didn't lie about him. If you actually, okay, wait, this is so boring. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, no one to tell us no or where to go or say we're only dreaming. And then he has like little musical notes. And then I guess this is the whole like Disney serenade. And that's why I call it Romeo and Juliet stuff. Because it's a classic trope. You go down beneath the tower of the princess and serenade the princess. But Brandon Farley is this, wow, like, Scott, I don't know. I just kind of wish they'd give each other a hug and be like, wow, no one's ever serenaded me with music like this. Are you here to take me away to my new cult? What do I have to do to join your cult, Econ? Like, who do I have to renounce? Do I have to turn in all my friends? So the next is pretty weird. And this is where things get a little snarky and rude, Econ. Pretty weird that certain people are concerned about the one who documented and warned others about someone's disturbing behavior, rather than the one who was and still is exhibiting the disturbing behavior. Do they also find Adam Waffen hilarious? Question mark. So here we are back again, and this might be the thing that killed his account. And I concur that sarcasm, when it is misperceived, can be misunderstood, upsetting, in fact. And I think that's what the kids are pointing out, is this is so upsetting. Or maybe that this retaliation is justified. I think that's kind of what they're arguing. And I think maybe this could be directed at me, like, why don't you care? It's like, no, I care, okay? So how dare you assume I don't care? You don't know me. So anyway, how the hell did that video upload at 600 kilobytes? Is it kpbs? Thanks, throttling. Yet I can't even get my emails to load or tweet up pictures. Okay, so struggling with internet problems. I get it. Okay, and then there's this really sweet and pretty girl called Binksy who's on the East Coast who has kind of a vulgar colloquialisms. And okay, anyway, I just don't want to go into that because this movie's over. So this is giving voice to Econ Breakfast. I'm getting this all off his chest about Brendan Farley.